In this video, we are going to see the types of routers. Before going to the video, subscribe to my channel In and Around Computer. Before going to the types of routers, we can see what is a router. A router is a glue that holds together all the devices in a network so that they can share a single internet connection. The router directs incoming and outgoing internet traffic on that network. If there is only a single computer connected to the internet, a router is not required. And this diagram shows the position of the router in a network. And this is a glue that holds all the other network devices. And next, we can see the types of routers. First one is the wired router, wireless router, virtual router, core router and edge router, subscriber edge router, and inter-provider border router. You can see the types of routers one by one. First one is the wired router, and wired routers are box-shaped routers that connect directly to the computers through cables or wired connections. One connection port of the wired router is used to connect the modem for receiving the internet data packets that we saw in the diagram of a router. And next, another set of ports allow a wired router to connect to the computers for distributing the internet data packets. And an example of the wired router is the Ethernet broadband router. Here, these support network address translation technology, allowing multiple computers to connect in a wired router to share a single IP address. Next, we can move to the wireless router. A wireless router connects directly to a modem through a cable for receiving the internet data packets. This wireless router, however, needs a cable for connecting to a modem first of all, and they distribute data packets using one or more antennae instead of carrying data through computer cables. So this is the difference between the wireless and wired router, and this carries a series of zeros and ones converted into radio signals, and the antenna broadcast wirelessly. A computer with a wireless receiver can then receive these radio signals, and then it converts the signals back into the binary code for the computer to recognize. And wireless router establishes a wireless local area network, that is the Wi-Fi, whereas a wired router establishes a wired LAN. So this is the difference between the wired and wireless routers. And next we can move to the third type, which is the virtual router. Unlike a wireless router, a virtual router acts as a default router for computers sharing in the network. That is, the router functions using the virtual router redundancy protocol, which becomes active when a primary physical router fails or otherwise becomes disabled. So such occasions, this virtual router plays its role. And next is the core router and edge router. And the core router is a wired or wireless router that distributes the internet data packets within the network, unlike wired and or wireless distributes data packets between multiple networks. So this core router distributes the data packets within a particular network. So these are core root. This is the explanation for the core router, and this is the purpose. And this edge router is a wired or wireless router that distributes internet data packets between one or more networks, but does not distribute data packets within a network. So between networks, this edge routers transmits the data packets, but the core router, it transmits the data packets within the network. Next is the subscriber edge router. A subscriber edge router is a type of edge router that provides the connectivity between different internal networks and exterior interface such as wide area network or the internet. They are usually deployed in subscriber premises such as homes and small businesses. Next, we can see the last type of router, that is inter-provider border router. This is used for interconnecting ISPs, that is Internet Service Providers. That is a mistake in the written script. And it is a BGP router, that is Border Gateway Protocol Speaking Router. And it maintains a BGP session, that is the ongoing relationship between two devices with other BGP speaking router in other providers autonomous systems. That is it is used for interconnecting multiple internet service providers. Autonomous systems in the sense the internet is the network of networks. It is broken up into thousands of smaller networks known as the autonomous systems. So this is about the inter-provider border router. And subscribe to my channel and share, like and share with your friends if you feel contented.